Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lorena Gary and I post here on my YouTube channel every Monday and Saturday. So if you guys haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe if you guys do enjoy my content. Today we are first going to be starting out with our Ready Wanna hand. This one I've had for a little while now, and it's something that I recommend if you are going to want to be trying different sets and techniques. Definitely recommend getting one of these, especially if it's like something that you're wanting your clients to kind of get. I would recommend getting it. But we first started out applying my tips, and I use these effortless tapered square tips. And then now I'm going to go ahead and go in with this foil gel. I wanted to do this just because I had gotten this box of foils, and you guys will see in just a second. And I have been pretty obsessed with encapsulating them. I feel like the encapsulation is so freaking beautiful. The effects that you could do with it and the way it looks. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so in love with it. So this is the one that we are going to be using. Please comment down below if there's one that you see in this box that you guys would like me to do an encapsulation video on, because I would be more than happy to do that for you guys. But yeah, so I ended up getting this one, and it's like a pink, purple, and yellow, but it has like fractures in it. It looks like almost like a marbled one. And right after I take it out of the light, you're not going to want to cure the foil gel for too long, and instantly right after you're done taking it out of the lamp for the time that it says, you're going to want to stick this all down. And you really don't want it to linger out, because if there's any dust floating in the air or any fibers in the air, it will attach to the nail and it will make it very, very hard for the foil to actually transfer nice and clean. And you guys really want to rub this in. I took the nails out just because it would be easier for me, but on an actual client, it's actually a lot easier just to hold their finger and rub it in. And the reason why I did blend the tips before applying the foil is because I wanted this to lay as flat as I could get it. And again, you guys, everything is going to be linked down below in the description. So if you guys have any questions about the products that I am using, they will be down in the description as well. So please be sure to view there. If you have any questions, please make sure to comment down below. I'm more than happy to help you guys. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this montage top coat. And the reason why you want to do this is because with foils, if you were to put monomer or like put colored acrylic right over it, what will happen is the monomer will actually melt the design, and it'll look like I don't know, the design just ends up getting messed up. And so now I'm going to go ahead and go in with 88. This is from Not Polish, and I am using Young Nails monomer. Honestly, you guys, I really need to get more of Not Polish's monomer, because I finally got my hands on that, and that is really, really good. I do like using Young Nails monomer, but I do like to use it with Montage's colored acrylic. But for this one, I do feel like I was kind of struggling a little bit. You guys could see that using Young Nails was actually making it dry too fast. I wasn't even able to really get the shape that I wanted. And I do want to mention something to you guys, as I actually had seen a video. I wish I would have seen the creator of who had showed this technique, but basically when you are doing this French tip, you're going to want to drag that bead down the center with the first bead, and then apply the ones on the side, and then kind of make your smile line, and then go by the cuticle, and then blend everything in. So I had learned that technique, and I felt like, oh my gosh, you know what, I want to try this. So I went ahead and just hurried up and got going on this, because I was so excited to try it, because I thought maybe it would be an easier way. Because I did try the foil, I mean not the foil, I tried the metal cutter, the acrylic cutter for the French tip. And honestly, you guys, I feel like it is so hard to figure that one out for me. I don't know what it is. So anyways, I am on the quest to find the easiest way for me to do a colored acrylic, but do it cut with a smile line like this, and do it all colored acrylic instead of colored acrylic and gel. And this definitely took a little while to get used to. So this is not something that's going to be super easy to do. I feel like even with me, I struggled with it. But the brush that I am using, and that what I would actually recommend for this doing this type of art, I would recommend doing a size 12. The brush that I am using is also from Montage Nail Supply. They do have, I think, a couple of colors that this brush comes in, but it's super cute. I love that the barrel is metal, just because I do find that the wooden painted ones, I do feel like they end up kind of getting all weird. So definitely love this. And even the ones that are made out of a resin handle, the resin handles end up getting like super gooey and just really weird because the monomer will actually start breaking down the brush. And see, when you guys are doing this, you want to drop the bead down that way and then blend it up. This ensures that you're not making it super bulky. This is definitely a technique that I need to work at, because you guys could see right here that the smile line looks pretty perfect right here. I feel like on this one I did a really good job. But I mean, it is going to be something that is trial and error, so I'm so glad that I have my hand, because I wouldn't typically want to try something out like this on a client, especially if I don't feel like I'm confident enough, because I would feel like not right charging them if my colored acrylic application isn't on point. So colored acrylic is something that you guys all know that I have been wanting to step more into it and work more with colored acrylic than instead of doing just gels. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to flip it the other way and making sure that all my points are in the middle, like the part of where it's rounded out. And then now I'm actually going to be applying another foil gel. I wanted to go ahead and do this because usually I would actually get the clear acrylic and dab it all along the edge of the nail or wherever I wanted to put this gold foil. But honestly, I feel like sometimes this gold foil is a little bit harder to use. So definitely I feel like I would recommend using this because it allows it to be a lot more easier laying it, and it actually tacks it down without having to keep on going back and forth with the monomer and the acrylic. Because we all know that monomer, or the colored acrylic, or the acrylic that you're using to tack it down, it will actually end up drying, and then with it drying, you end up having to go dip back and forth. And I felt like honestly this was the easiest way for myself. Let me know if you guys have tried this method and what you guys like better. I really wanted to make sure I get up in those corners. I wish I would have done like kind of an outline, because I had seen another nail artist that she had went around the whole entire nail, but it wasn't like how I am doing like with the French tip. She had actually did the whole entire nail, like around the cuticle and everything. And I thought that it looks so pretty. So I think maybe next time if I were to recreate the set, or if one of my clients would like to do this set, I would probably end up telling them like, let's do around the whole entire smile line and the edge of the nail, and then leave the center of it pink. But I love how this foil, you're able to kind of just pick and choose what you want more in it. So I ended up loving the yellow inside of it. I feel like it kind of ended up pairing everything all together. But even having those hints of purple as well, I felt like was super pretty. Another thing that I feel like I would recommend doing in a set like this before you encapsulate everything, putting that clear bead of acrylic on, I would actually recommend going in with a gel and go by the smile line and end up putting like a thin line of a pop of color, whether it be like the purple or the pink or maybe even the yellow. I feel like that would look so pretty. And it would actually really make that smile line pop so much more, because I feel like in the pictures, as you guys had seen on my Instagram, I don't really feel like you guys could tell as much that it was a French tip type of set, because the in camera I feel like the color just wants to kind of blend together. In person you're able to see more of a difference, but it's just like on camera you're not really able to see it. And that's kind of a bummer, like when you are shooting work, like just trying to get the perfect lighting, get like the amount of lighting, the hue of lighting, like everything when it comes to lighting is such a pain. And then to actually get your work to show on camera, because with doing nails, you guys all know that it's a lot of times it's like your artwork's not a lot of the time you end up actually the camera picks it up the same way that you want to pick it up. So lately for my pictures, what I have actually been doing is going outside and going in the natural sunlight and, you know, just taking my pictures and whatnot. I feel like that has actually been helping me a lot more, because I would use my ring light, and I don't know what it is, but, or I actually do know what it is. I don't like it when the pictures you could actually see the ring on the light, especially if it is a glossy set. I do feel like you're able to get away with it with matte nails, but as far as glossy nails, I do feel like it's really hard and complicated, because with the ring light, since it's a circle and it shines on the nail, it kind of leaves like um, an oval looking light shape on the nail, if that is making any sense. I hope that is, because I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. But anyways, like, and then to me, it makes it look as if the nails aren't smooth when they are in real life. So I do really want to show my shaping, because I feel like my shaping is something that I have been really working on all the time. I feel like it's a constant thing with shaping, especially because the trends of shaping, I feel like they have changed in the last year. So everything that I had learned before is a lot different than what I had learned prior, you know? So now things are so much different. So I really wanted to make everything perfect for my clients. So of course, here I am always practicing and trying out different techniques, different things that I like to try. But so when I do all that work and put all that work into doing nails, and not being able to have anything to show for, because the ring light ends up making glares in all these different places and making it look like the nail is uneven. I did think about getting one of those glamour lights where it is just 2 light bars and they were just straight light bars. I see Lash Techs, they use those a lot in their business, but yeah. I don't know, I'm debating whether or not I should switch mine out or not. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to go ahead and just get an 80 grit file. I love using 80 grit files, but if you guys are new to the nail world, I definitely recommend, or new or old, honestly, I always recommend softening the edges of it, so run it up against the other one. You guys will notice I did end up switching to that brown one. I always try to go to the white ones that I had gotten. I had gotten those from a nail supply store. You guys all know I do have a video on that. It is like the one with the pink bag on the thumbnail. I got those from there, and honestly, you guys, they were $8, so I was stoked about that. But I hate the files. But this pack, I got them for $35, and I don't know, I love the file. But the other one, I was like so happy that it was $8, and they don't work good at all. So I was just like, oh, I had to get these other ones. So basically, I ended up wasting my money on the other ones. But now I'm going to go ahead and get this drill bit. This is from Kiara Sky. This drill bit, I don't know what it is, but this one is my favorite when it comes to filing the underside of the nail and making the nails straight. Just because I feel like sometimes with using these sculpted tips, they make the nails angle down a little bit. And then I'm just going to go ahead and turn the hand around and making sure everything's straight. Turning it this way when I am trying to shape, I do feel like it makes it a lot easier for me, and making sure everything is just nice and straight and everything's where it needs to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and file across. And then I changed my bit to this gold one right here. If I could find another one that is just like this one, I'll go ahead and link it down below. But this one I do really like to take off any of the lifted parts on the natural nail. And I like it to also sew the cuticles. Alright guys, now I'm going to go ahead and go back and sew all of the cuticles and making sure that is nice and smooth. Another thing that I feel like the Red Iguana hands are really good for is actually doing your practice on, especially when it comes to cuticle work. I feel like, I know a lot of times you might be scared of messing up your Red Iguana hand, but this hand, I feel like you would really have to be going ham on it in order to mess it up. Because there's times where my drill has slipped while I've been using her, and honestly, the silicone on it is pretty durable when it comes to that. The only thing that I don't feel like the hand is like super durable with is when you are gluing and the super glue actually gets stuck to the silicone hand. And once you try to take it off, it ends up ripping off. And they say that I believe they say that you could use acetone, but I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of afraid. But now I'm gonna go ahead and buff. These buffers are so good. I love these. I love how small they are because it's small enough, or it's big enough to finish a whole entire set of nails. Not like those super tiny square ones. I do feel like the square ones, it's like by the time you're right there with the 10th finger or even the 5th finger, I feel like it's like you have to flip it over, and I don't know. Like I feel like it's like the buffing part of it is like already gone. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my gloss top coat. I'm just going to go ahead and finish these off. I was debating whether or not to put Swarovskis on these or if I should just leave them plain like this. But in just a few seconds, after I'm done top coating and putting in the light for the 60 seconds, I do decide I am actually going to go ahead and go in with my drill bit, and I'm going to drill holes in the nail. And I started to do nail piercings, and honestly, you guys, I love the nail piercings. I feel like that is like my new favorite thing right now. So if there's anything that you guys see, please tag me in that. I don't know, I love seeing different nail charms and whatnot. And it's been kind of hard trying to find brands that actually have them. Okay, so this one, it is kind of a cuticle bit, but this is the pointiest one that I have. The other ones are like a really high grit, and basically when I do use those, I do feel like it ends up wanting to tend to spin the whole nail around. And then with these, I would recommend like with your client, because I know I took it off of the hand. Usually to drill the rest of the way through, I end up having them rip or turn their hand over, and it allows me to get under there and drill the hole through without making the hole super big. Alright guys, and now I have gotten these pliers. I got these at Walmart, but you guys could pretty much get these anywhere where they sell jewelry stuff. But they're super affordable. Honestly, I recommend having them in your case, especially if you do plan on doing nail piercings, because it makes it so much easier, and it makes bending them so much easier without messing the hoops up. Alright you guys, and this is the final look. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video, because I enjoyed making it for you guys. And again, if you guys learned anything, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, I'll be back with more videos. Bye!